it recording this time?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool.
We can edit all this out too.
It's called editing.
All right. Big thanks to Chris, our drunk sound tech.
I'm not drunk.
Running theme. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the first ever What If podcast. I'm your host, Ben, and welcome to a sort of game show podcast where nothing really happens and everything's imaginary. Basically, what we're going to be doing for you tonight is bullshitting. I personally spend a lot of time on the internet, and while on the internet, I find things. I like to collect these things and put them in a folder on my desktop titled Hypothetical Games. Just things to bring out when I'm bored and discuss with my friends, you know, in this scenario, what would we do? So, we're going to be playing one of those tonight for your enjoyment on our wonderful sound recording system here for you guys. And, as I said before, I'm your host, Ben. Right behind me is
Josh.
And to my right over here is
Kyle.
And I'm gonna stop introducing them so that they can introduce themselves.
Selves.
Whatever.
Kepner.
Grammar Nazi. I'm Robin.
I am not drunk. I'm Chris.
And I am Keith.
Alright. And for our pilot episode, we are going to be playing the Hella Funtime Adventure Friends.
Yes.
Version 1.3.
Yes, that's the title.
Yeah, no, we didn't come up with this. This is a game I found on a forum post, but it seems to be originally the product of a user on DeviantArt by the name of Person Who Drew.
Yeah, that's his name.
That's his actual name.
That's very
Talk
original.
about originality. Yeah.
Alright, so, and what are the Hella Funtime Adventures Friends? Well, I'm just going to read you the little bit of text that we're given at the beginning, which basically serve as the only rules to the game. And I'm going to do it in my nice announcer voice. Stranded on a remote island in the middle of nowhere, you must survive for 4 years before you can return to your own world. You can bring 1 knapsack worth of supplies and two Hella Funtime Adventure Friends. You won't be alone, however. Others stranded on this island have brought their own companions. Will you make alliances? Will you make enemies? Will you discover the true meaning of friendship? Will you die a horrible, grisly death?
Probably.
As your best friends watch helplessly. No matter what happens, Hella Funtime adventures await you!
I'm gonna fucking die.
Yes, I'm gonna make sure of it.
I got my own agenda.
Keith is the party killer.
I am a terrible person on the internet.
So yeah, this is exactly what you what it sounds like. I'm gonna actually link to the game itself in the video description. But yeah, there is a giant list of just random little doodles with biographies underneath them. And the object of the game is to pick 2 and basically use them to survive for 4 years on this remote island that is apparently somewhere. They never really tell you what kind of island it is. You don't know if it's forested, deserty, if it's even remotely inhabitable.
There's food.
There's a lot.
They hint that there's food.
Yeah, okay.
We know there's fish.
So
Yeah.
there's probably fish.
A shit ton of fish.
There's probably a shit ton of fish. Alright, so basically that's what you gotta do. You gotta survive for 4 years using only what you brought in your knapsack. How big is a knapsack? Does anybody have like
Basically a messenger's bag.
just a messenger bag? Okay,
Basically.
I can fit a lot of shit in a messenger bag.
Yeah.
Does anybody actually say knapsack anymore?
No, not really.
The hell's a knapsack? I've been in
It-
the 20s for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, nowadays we call them like fanny packs, right?
No,
Well, it's
Rucksacks.
Rucksack.
Well, we have those in Guild Wars too, and we use them all the time.
How about a backpack?
I'm gonna have to edit that out.
Not
Arena
really.
Net's gonna sue us if we start dropping product names.
Not really.
We have to say no. We have to say good things about it, otherwise they'll sue us.
Pepsi.
That wasn't a bad thing, though.
Crystal Pepsi, bring it back.
No. Oh, and
Orange Coke.
Orange Coke.
No.
Okay.
In other news,
Off topic.
I'm about to throw my boxers at
Sorry.
I can do that too.
All right. So island, Chris.
Like a real drunk.
Don't fall asleep.
Never.
Please don't.
Chris has had 2 beers, ladies and gentlemen.
Two
2 beers,
two
and he's already having the time of his life.
Okay, 2
That
moose
is
straws
incorrect.
to kind of
You're a little
put it
bit
into a
close to the mics,
situation.
don't you think?
Moose straws have a little bit higher alcohol content than most average
enough.
beers.
He can touch it.
Okay.
All right, so back on track to the game. Hello, Funtime Adventure Friends. All right, so we're basically just gonna go around now and explain because there's a giant list of characters and you can only have 2.
Goes.
I actually totally forgot about the knapsack, so I don't have anything in my knapsack. But I have a knapsack,
Fail.
so in case I need it.
This isn't about telling us what you have in your knapsack.
Is this
If it was, my knapsack would be filled with dildos.
why?
Why
No,
not?
no, please tell me. Why do you need a
That
knapsack
many.
full of dildos?
The man
Why
likes
do you need
dildos.
that many dildos?
It's gotta be a man.
They are a multi-purpose item.
I have a question. Do you put them up one at a time and just like a giant dildo train, or you try to stick as much up there as you can possibly to just stretch your
No, wait. He tries to set him up
How constipated
the
are you?
height of his body height, and then just he tries to get all the way up through his mouth.
He just
Actually, I don't use them for any sort of masturbation. I would just use them as weapons.
Oh, okay.
I could use them as pool toys in the ocean.
Bartering.
Well,
Like,
how
how
long
long
are
are they? Some.
The dildos
I'm
I
not gonna
brought
answer
float.
that.
That's a
No, he stacks
okay.
them all up
Okay,
right next
this
to
is
each other. Dildos.
all right. Those playing at home, get your dildo out right now. Put it in the tub. Tell us in the comments if it floats.
Win a car.
Don't promise them cars. We don't have cars.
I don't know
Be a
about that.
matchbox.
Win a
car.
Hot Wheels.
Win a Hot Wheels.
Exactly.
Maybe-
When you say win a car, that doesn't mean we're giving them a full-size working automobile. We'll send them a Matchbox car in the mail. Not even
We'll
one in
send
a
'em-
box.
we'll send 'em a
Just
toy
one we
car.
find at a thrift store.
You've all seen that newspaper article about the employee at the restaurant who worked really hard to win a Toyota she was promised, and at the end of it, they gave her a plastic toy Yoda figurine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's great.
yeah, that's what we'll do to you.
Because we're terrible people.
But
So-
we're not going to give you a Toyota because those things sell for piles of gold.
Gold?
Go.
It's never mind. Goddamn.
Gold!
Sorry.
On with the show.
All right. So
Yeah,
anyway,
forget about my bag of dildos.
hella fun time adventure friends.
There's gonna be
Anyway, so I'm gonna go first, and then we're just gonna go around the table and tell everybody who we picked. And I'm not gonna read everybody's description in the future when we do stuff like this. I might read every option aloud, but there are too many fuckers on this sheet. So yeah, look
And
at
that's a lot of fuckers.
yeah, check.
A lot of
And
fun.
they're pretty lame, but a lot of them.
Yeah, some of them can be pretty lame.
Guys,
I for one like hugs.
I like these. I think they're cool. I think they're all creative. There's no two that are
Well,
like
you
basically
like
the
hugs
same.
in general.
Yes, there
Chris.
are.
Right.
Point them out later. We'll point them out later. Personally, I think that person who drew did a really awesome job at this.
Yeah, they all
I
look
agree.
good. I'm not saying they don't look good. I'm just saying some of the things they do are kind of crap.
Well, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, that's the
That's
point.
true. What?
But some of
the
them are pretty good.
Stop playing Borderlands 2.
I'm not playing Borderlands 2. I'm figuring out how the hell they got an animated thing on the Steam forums.
A lot of bad.
Flash.
Oh, hey, let's go.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So,
Whoa.
while Robin's over there on the beach messing with his bag of dildos,
Hey,
On the beach.
That's a lot of
Oh, yeah, on the beach.
I know what I have in my bag.
okay,
I'll
so
make a safety ring in the sand with my dildos.
I will be safely nestled in my underground catacombs
Of
with
dildos?
my first. No.
Oh.
How do you make a catacomb out of dildos?
I brought a lot of dildos.
All right.
Oh, I brought
Okay, there's not.
dehydrated dildos. You just add water.
Dehydrated.
Hey guys, let's stop talking about dildos for 2 seconds and get on
Just
with the
add
game.
water.
What if show? Dildos.
All right.
What did
Why
you want
is
to?
everybody
This
so
okay?
upset?
He's,
water.
I'm in a room full of dildos.
he's trying so hard. He is trying so hard.
To
Okay,
derail
okay,
us.
context. Before we started this, we were asking what we should call the show. I asked around. Robin just flat out said, penis. We should call the show Penis. And now I think he's trying to make it an appropriate name.
No.
So have we decided on a name yet?
Yeah, we're calling it the What If Show for now.
To be
Okay, I was
fair,
gonna
the
say,
first
like,
name I
Full Meal Deal or something.
to be fair, the first name I thought of was Super Hypothetical Friends in the Butt.
We're gonna lose all of this. I hope you know.
Oh God.
There's a
Please
lot of
stop.
editing. A lot
No. This is staying in, man.
A lot of editing.
I'm not editing any of this shit. This is bizarre. Alright, so as I was saying, while Robin's messing with his bag full of dildos, building his dildo catacombs, I am safely nestled underground with my first companion, Coily.
Of course you are. I knew it.
Yeah, kind of saw it coming.
God damn it.
God damn it! Everybody... And yes, apparently I'm the obvious one, because these guys know me, and they...
No, I'm pissed about it for another reason.
Yeah.
You picked that one too, didn't you?
Yes.
So wait, so I
We'll
can't
do a
pick it
thing.
either?
We'll do a thing. Hold on.
Oh my God! Okay, we'll do a thing later. We will do a thing later.
With dildos?
What am I missing?
Later
Get
in
off
the
the dildos!
Something's going
All
on.
three of them chose Coily.
What
These
the
three right here chose Coily.
What's wrong with you?
I wanted a Hobbit
For
house.
sexual reasons too.
What? No, I wanted a Hobbit house.
Okay, maybe. Okay. Actually, I wouldn't assume for these two. Me, kind of.
I mean, I called
She's
that.
one of the few women in the game, so yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not. Okay, but to be fair, she's a snake from the chest down.
Actually, if you read it, she's not a snake. She's a worm.
Okay, she's still. She.
That's even worse.
Okay,
She's that big, bro.
person who drew.
She's that big. You can put her in your butt.
I'll bring my dildos. We'll make a party out of this.
What makes you think that wasn't the plan all along?
For the folks at home, I
I'm
think
starting
you
to
guys are
reconsider my
approximately 2
choice.
inches apart. 2 inches, people. 2 inches.
2
You guys
inches.
know how to
2
crop.
inches is nothing in my butt. Like.
Let's start.
I know.
Wait, are you sure she's a tiny worm? Maybe she's one of those things like
Yeah.
in Tremors.
Okay.
The movie
I am
Tremors.
assuming.
An Alaskan
worm. God damn it.
Focus.
You
Is that a
expect
fucking
focus out of us?
SpongeBob reference?
Yes, it was.
Adult audience, people.
Grab one.
Who is this for?
Oldest
All right,
person in the
I
room.
am
25, just for reference.
Youngest person in the room, 15.
What are you talking about? I'm 2.
Mentally.
Wow, and you're already in start of dildos. You're advanced.
Hey man, I was born with 2 dildos in each of my hands.
All right, so anyway,
For your mom.
I will read Coily's description so that both Josh and Kyle don't have
They
to.
were baby-sized dildos.
Shut up.
So they were chapsticks.
Yes.
Oh my God.
God, are we talking about baby dildos now?
No, we are not. Get on with your game.
They're not
we're
dildos.
not. No.
They're not dildos.
No.
A lot of editing. Robin, shut up.
They're not dildos for babies. They're just dildos that are the size, approximately, of babies.
Oh my god.
I didn't mean babies like this small.
Shut
like
up.
babies that are the
Shut
size
up.
of
Stop
dildos that
it.
are the
Listen
size
to
of
it.
babies.
Dear
Shut
God.
up.
You're
Please
evicted.
take that
Shut
part out.
up. Shut up.
Next.
Okay.
I'm almost regretting it.
Anyway, so, Coily, who is, if you guys are, I assume you're all looking at the sheet at home as you listen to this, is third to the right on the second row.
Why do you want to shove a baby up your ass?
Guys!
I never said that.
Guys!
Two. How much?
Guys, can we stop talking about what's going in Robin's ass for a second?
That's a different show. That's our Thursdays.
It's going up
Oh, I
my
think
ass.
Coily.
Holy shit.
Alright, just go. Damn it.
Okay,
God.
fuck.
If you guys are all gonna get so butthurt about it.
Hey!
That's it.
I'm fired.
Okay.
Robin, there is nothing stopping me from tackling you right now.
There's about 3 people and a couch.
That's not.
And an
Robin,
expensive-
Robin, sit the fuck back
expensive
down.
mic.
We'll get to you. We'll get to you.
A
You
lot
can
of
tell us all about your bag of dildos and what you do with like your
A
2 people.
lot.
Alright,
editing.
fine. Just go. Jesus.
A lot of editing.
That
Holy
was
shit.
that was a very
It'd be
subtle
funny
product.
for the people at home.
There's a very subtle.
You're quickly
We're
becoming
gonna-
the Jesse Cox of this. So knock it
Stop
off.
name dropping! God damn it!
A lot of editing.
Name dropping.
We're gonna get in so much trouble.
To the point where we're
How?
like 2 minutes of this.
I don't know. We just
It's
are.
fucking YouTube.
I'll believe
Or
it.
whatever the hell you're
2
putting this on.
minutes.
No, I'm not putting it on YouTube. I'm putting it on Daily Motion.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Daily
Well,
Motion's
might
where
as well
it's
just
at,
go
guys.
home now.
What's your second choice, Ben?
Google videos.
I don't know.
Read your
You're
des-
the man nowdog.com.
Shut up
Soup
and read your
gnosis.
goddamn coily description.
Everyone shut the fuck up.
Just fucking go. God damn it, Ben.
Alright.
This has only
Focus.
been going on for 10 minutes.
Coily.
Let's go.
Okay, Coily. So, Coily, she, second row, third to the right. She's a half snake girl with horns. I am up.
Half-worm.
Half worm.
She has
She looks
horns?
like a snake. Person who drew, learn to draw a fucking worm next time,
Read your
okay?
description then.
Jesus.
we love you. Thank you for
I
this.
don't
You're
know
a
you.
cool guy / girl. I don't
I'm
know your
looking
gender.
forward to this.
All right. So, I'm operating under the assumption that they are all to scale with each other. And
Yeah.
I'm operating under the assumption that the guy right next to Coily, Rolf, is your standard 5'6", like 20-something guy, and that's so Coily is approximately, I don't know, 10 feet long. I'm operating under this assumption, and
You are
so
severely delusional, my friend.
shh, fuck you. It's my delusion. Let me live there peacefully.
Alright.
All right. So, and finally, Coily's description. Coily is, as I described her before, and these are her bulletins. She has corrosive saliva that can melt through almost anything. So that's just fucking multi-purpose if I need to get stuff out of my way. She can create complex underground tunnels. I have a shelter. I have a home. I have a place to hide in if shit goes really, really awry. She has a featureless earthworm body. Okay, yeah. So she says she's a worm, drawn like a snake. Learn to draw. Body suited for movement over any terrain, so she can get around. She can keep up with me on my 2 legs. So when we're off hunting or doing whatever, she's not gonna fall behind, and I'm not gonna have to just leave her in her hole. And finally, she thinks you smell nice, and she wants to lick you with her corrosive saliva that can melt through almost anything.
Yeah.
And she's kind of cute, so I'd have to try really hard to convince myself not to let her.
Unless it was a body part you really didn't like.
Yeah, hell with it. Take my appendix.
She's just gonna lick my appendix.
Yep. Yeah.
Go through your skin.
This
Maybe-
is
maybe her
in the
tongue's
situation
porous.
where she's the size of an earthworm. I can swallow her, and she can lick my appendix.
Well, if that's the case, every time she licks you, it's just gonna burn like getting
What if,
stuck with a match.
Like, how does she not like melt through her own mouth?
That's the thing.
How does she
I'm
know
assuming. I'm
She has
assuming
no
she has some sort of either she has some sort of
Resistance
It's the
to
same
it.
reason.
resistance to it, or she can kind of turn it on or off. In a perfect world, she can turn it off, and we can make out like crazy. In a less perfect world, you can still kiss her with her mouth closed.
God.
So
damn,
all
you're a
in,
weirdo.
so all in
Oh,
all, Ben
please.
wants to make out with a worm.
Next.
Okay, so yeah. And my second choice, scrolling, is located fucking 5th to the right on the 5th row down. And his name is Paul.
Paul!
Paul.
Called it.
God,
I find that choice appalling.
Hey.
what if show? Puns and dildo jokes.
Sometimes
Not
it's
safe for babies.
Unless they're the size of dildos.
God damn it.
Then it is even less safe.
All right, so Paul's just your average guy. Looks kind of boring. Probably wouldn't be able to carry a conversation very well, judging by the sort of dull look on
From
his
my
face.
description, he looks like a more boring version of G-Man with glasses.
I think he kind of looks like a skinnier version of Kyle.
Well, they don't know what Kyle looks like. I'm
Kyle
giving them a
co-
reference.
I don't look anything like this.
I think
bastard.
Kyle looks boring.
No. I think Kyle kind of looks like Paul.
Don't you think it's the other way around, that Paul kind of looks like Kyle?
Okay, well, yeah.
I
And the
disagree.
primary reason I picked Paul is because I would miss Kyle so much that I would need someone that looks even vaguely like him to keep life worth living.
That's
You
very
lying
touching,
son
but
of a
you're
bitch.
shooting yourself in the foot because this guy's boring as shit.
That's honestly your reason.
And by the way, when
Fuck
I look
no.
at him, I
You're
picture
not,
his
motherfucker.
voice being Bill Lumberg's voice from Office Space.
I have a feeling
Really?
we're all just gonna kill
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah,
can
you know,
we
if
hear
you
it in-
could just pick me for your team, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Alright, now give him the bulletins.
Alright, so yeah, Paul is just an average guy with a briefcase. He runs a noodle stand on the beach. He provides you with free noodles and refreshments. He shares a portion of his profits with you. I don't know who the fuck's on the island paying him for noodles.
You. And where the fuck are you gonna spend money? And where's he get these noodles?
Dude.
Well,
There are too many unanswered questions.
If we start nitpicking, we're gonna be here forever.
Well, that's kind of the point. What, Chris? Why are you doing interpretive dance off to the
Because he
side?
had something in his mouth.
He turned into Marcel Marceau.
This is God. We really need a camera for next time. This is really fun.
Just to be on him.
Guys.
God damn it!
Yes! Achievement.
What?
All right.
Sweet birds.
So I'm operating under the assumption that it's some sort of long distance noodle stands that ships it off the island and people send payment to.
People know you're there. Why are they coming to pick you up?
Nobody
It's not
wants
your
me
di-
back.
It's not your. It's like not your dimension. It says get back to your world. It doesn't say get back to your home.
Yeah, we're kind of operating under the fact that this is not also. This is not only. So for this game, sort of operate under the assumption that you're not only on a remote island in the middle of nowhere, you're also on a remote island in the middle of nowhere in another dimension.
So we went through a sky giant, right?
Yeah, we went through a sky. God damn it! Stop making references to other stuff.
But that's the thing. They have to learn our references and then wonder where the did we pick them up.
We're
You
gonna
guys
get
are just
we're gonna get sued.
We're gonna get sued.
Right up the
That guy with the
No,
glasses.com is gonna knock down. Is gonna fucking punch down my door.
We're gonna get sued right up the
They're
butt.
just gonna be
Oh,
like,
babies.
I don't do
Name
nostalgia.
dropping.
I don't do nostalgia critic anymore. Neither do you. And then they're just gonna punch us all in the nuts.
Oh,
Well,
come
that'll
on,
mean I
those-
get to meet
those
Angry Joe
links.
and stuff, and that'll be fine.
You know,
Yeah, it's Angry Joe punching the nuts. I kind of think he would do that anyway.
nice to meet you.
You're awesome. Thank you for the videos.
All right, so downside to Paul, despite the fact that I get free food and water from him, even if it is shitty noodles and refreshments.
It could be top ramen, and you would still love that shit on a deserted island.
Yeah, to be fair, but I've been eating it for like 4 years, dude.
That's
Oh, God.
another 4 years. There you go.
So probably I'm dead by the end of this. So I have to do some kind of hunting while I'm here as well to balance my diet. Besides nothing but sodium. Maybe he's got some orange juice and apple juice I can have.
No.
Well, if you get the orange juice or apple
It's
juice
all
to balance
Minute
it out,
Maid,
that's
though.
pretty good.
It's all Minute Maid, so there's nothing in it. It's just water and sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
So sugar.
Better than salt water.
Sugar, salt, and filler. Perfect.
God, I am so fat.
Aren't you drinking Coily's saliva anyways?
I don't think I can actually drink her
You
saliva.
don't even have
Yeah, I
a
wonder if that's a
stomach
good
anymore.
dietary supplement. Maybe she like dissolves fat or something.
Probably. Oh my god, that's a great idea.
Oh man, that would be a great deal.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
And finally, the downside with Paul is that he's boring, and well, we're kind of inferring that he's boring. It doesn't actually say that. He might be a really fun guy.
Well, consider you. Read the last point. Read the last point.
He will not engage in exploring, spelunking, or fighting, and he vehemently denies the existence of magic, despite the fact that I live with a giant worm woman.
Boring. Right there.
So you can kind of infer that he's boring. So basically, Paul will just be doing his thing at his noodle shop, even if like fucking some elder god rises out of the ocean and starts attacking me and Coily. He's just gonna be
You know
rubbing
what?
the
He probably
counter.
has. He's probably magical, but his magic is that sort of cancellation of other magic in his own bubble. So the rest of the island can be sinking into the fucking ground, but he can still move along as if the island is still there because nothing has happened to
Fucking
him.
stop it, man. I'm too drunk for this.
He's got so much denial.
Also, you now admit that you're drunk.
No.
No, no. Welcome to the What If Show. I'm not Chris. I'm drunk. Wait.
I'm sort of drunk. I'm not Chris.
Some part of that is backwards. I'm pretty sure.
All right,
Chris,
so
I'm not drunk.
and I survive. So
Swear
let's
to
see.
Chris, I'm
That's
not
my
bad.
that's my That's my team. I got Coily and Paul and a knapsack full of nothing until I find stuff on the island I want to put in
Well,
it.
that's still pretty good. With an empty knapsack, you can just go around collecting fruits and berries and such.
Yeah,
Because other friends sort of infer that there are other things to find on the island anyway.
Yeah.
So having an empty
There's
knapsack's
stuff.
still pretty good.
There's supposedly stuff on the island. It's not
Wait a
like
minute.
just a boring flat island. What is it,
There's
Chris?
something I need to know.
Okay.
In this dimension that we're in, does things that actually don't exist in our universe exist in this universe?
From reading everything, pretty
Probably.
much everything on the sheet doesn't
Fair enough, but I mean,
exist
like,
in our universe.
Except for
yes.
Rolf. Rolf could be a
am
guy.
Am I trapped by the actual limitations of what does or does not exist?
Okay, let's infer that
Okay.
the world functions the same.
Let us, same basic laws of physics, because then Chris is just gonna fuck everything.
You guys know me too well.
Fly away, motherfuckers.
Alright, so moving on. It is time for Josh.
What was your number two?
Josh is boring, and in his alternate dimension where it's just him, he has Coily as well. What's your reason for choosing Coily?
Well, I was thinking, like, just in terms of like any other game, what I would like to have as a suitable home that would be nice and defensible for me. I was thinking probably around a dwarf room or a hobbit-like building. And Coily sounds like she's the great person to help set that up. So I just probably have like a small little house underground.
You and your fucking dwarves.
Hey, dwarves are fucking awesome. Okay.
That's true.
Did you just say frucking?
I said fucking.
Okay.
Fucking.
He was trying to block it out because he doesn't cuss that much.
I don't cuss that much.
So we'll have
Josh
to do
doesn't
this.
cut that much. What if show?
Anyways, so
I already
she just
said
and plus she just from the look of her, just seeing that I'm kind of just like to see people from like when I first see them, I'm not judging them, more like seeing their personalities.
So you want to bang her too?
Oh no, not like that.
High five, Josh.
No.
High five me.
I'm not going to high five.
Yeah, Keith. Yeah.
No,
Oh, my
I wasn't thinking
fuck.
along those lines at all. She looks like somebody that would be interesting to talk to, seeing what the fuck kind of world does she come from.
Okay.
This
I'd like
one.
to-
What you mean?
This one. This one, where across the beach from you, there's some 15-year-old kid with a knapsack full of dildos the size of babies. Just being like...
I don't pick any
But
adventure
so-
friends, I just have a dildo.
Like I said, she might have like a defensible. She could help me make a defensible little house, and plus that corrosive spit could come in pretty good hand. Like could come pretty handy whenever somebody tries to fucking kill me. My next choice is Babylon. He's
Wait, let's bring him up.
What's he look like?
Well, where is he?
he's the sword guy.
He's a fucking sword.
Oh, the sword.
Oh, he's the sword. Okay, so Babylon is fourth row, all the way to the right. And here, I'll zoom out so you can actually read this shit. Josh. Fuck, I'm on the wrong line, aren't I?
Yeah, just
Little
one
lower.
row.
All right, so Babylon is this messed up giant fucking sword thing.
He can barely move. He's made from 10 million layers of folded steel. Will turn you into an expert swordsman while held, but you will become fatigued twice as fast. Can only be destroyed by tossing him into a volcano, which I'm not sure if there is one on this island.
There's probably a volcano
There's a
on this
volcano.
island.
Which I'm going to be keeping Babylon pretty close because it says right under there, cringe-worthy sense of humor. I'm probably going to be keeping him pretty close because
I don't
You should join this
he'll remind you
podcast.
of me.
he'll remind me of Keith.
So basically, Josh has the worm lady, and he's got Keith the sword.
Yeah, I'm pretty terrible.
But he's like somebody that would be also interesting to talk to. He's a sentient fucking sword.
With demon horns.
Demon horns. Makes everything better.
I think that's what
Even dildos.
I might look like that if I
I got
was a
horns
sword.
now!
How do you think it would feel being folded over 10 million times, though?
Probably hurts. Well, hopefully he became sentient after that.
Like that
Otherwise, that's
gemstone or
like
something.
that was a painful weekend. I bet.
You know it's impossible to fold any sheet of paper more than 7 times?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we were all juniors in high school too, Chris.
No.
Wow.
There was like a whole week where everybody's like, dude, try this.
not true.
Try this.
It's pretty
Robin
much
actually
true.
hasn't been.
Oh, actually, yeah. Robin hasn't even been a junior in high school, and here we are
Well,
talking about
technically-
dildos
technically by
and sitting
now-
him next to drunks.
Technically, he's already graduated high school, haven't you?
Technically.
Technically, it's all very
Shut the
childish.
fuck up.
All right.
Shut up and get on with it.
Let's get back to this bullshit.
All right, so now it's
thing about dicks.
now it's Josh. It's so
Kyle.
Josh is in his little hobbit hole with his talking sword and his warm woman.
in your backpack?
Oh yeah. Do you have anything in your knapsack?
Now that I think about it, I'm probably gonna have like 2 basic things because I'm paranoid when I'm in a plane. I'm not like afraid of flying. I'm afraid of crashing into the middle of the wilderness. So I'm probably gonna have a pocket knife and flint and steel.
That's okay. That's pretty good. Why do you have a pocket knife when you have a giant fucking talking sword?
Well,
Because
he
he
didn't know that
fatigues
until he
me.
got there.
Because he fatigues me.
Oh,
So
that's a good point. All right, good. First intelligent point made all day, Josh. Yeah,
What do you
Thanks,
say?
Ben.
Kyle's.
Well, that's
he's
possible.
compensating for his downside. He's compensating for the fact that the giant living sword fatigues him. All right, so now it's time for Kyle.
All right.
So you chose Coily too.
Yes.
So Coily has officially won the popularity contest.
And you're all getting licked with burning saliva.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
gonna
man,
talk
we're
with
getting
her.
sloppy thirds of saliva.
All right, Kyle. What was your other one?
And so no, he has to tell us.
Oh yeah. Why did you?
So what? Why did you pick Coily?
Well, a quick summation: she gets around. She's able to go underground, get around pretty quickly, create complex underground tunnels, and of course, the saliva probably means that she can cut through some pretty tough material for whatever
Well,
case may require that. For example, maybe we need to get through a steel gate for some
Well,
sort of infiltration.
originally
Alright.
I was thinking about picking Coily, but then realized there was probably going to be 1 or 2 people to do so. But one of the reasons I was going to was think about all the applications you could have for that.
Yeah.
Not only just going through stuff, but you could tell her to spit at the base of a tree and fell a tree over.
Yeah,
and
tilling-
then spit a line down it and cut it in half.
Tilling,
Exactly.
landscaping,
And do all
construction,
sorts of things.
defense, escape.
Are we operating under the assumption that Coily has a very, very
Well, no.
precise ability when it comes to spitting?
No, what I'm
because
saying
I don't
is
know
you
if you
can
guys
get
have
a
ever seen me spit, but it's kind of just like a cloud.
I imagine
Well,
it could
you're
be
terrible and you
cultivated
don't know how to
trained.
spit, apparently.
Especially seeing as she seems to be rather loyal, given by the fact that she
Your spit
apparently wants to
floats
lick
upwards?
us.
Well, okay, to be fair, all it says is she thinks we smell nice. And to be
Now,
fair, we smell really good. This is a room full of like
Well, then she'll want to be loyal to us.
we
because
have like
smell
7
fine.
guys in this room, most of which have their shoes off, and it smells fine.
I forgot my shoes were on.
That's because I smell like a bordello.
Keep them on, please.
Well, I've got socks on this time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, never mind.
It's true.
Keith has been detrimental to our health in the past.
Hey! Robin's worse.
That's because of my dildo butt.
God
All
damn
right,
it.
and so just to the left
Alright.
of Coily is Rolf, and just to the left of Rolf is Cantello, the other character I'm picking. And I guess it's
Sort of Eevee with black horns.
yeah,
and
it's another
she's
she.
blue.
It's like a dog. It's a dog with
It's a
ibex
fucking
horns.
box.
It's like a dog fox that sort of looks like Eevee with black horns.
It's a Pokemon. It's basically a Pokemon.
I thought all these were Pokemon.
And much like Coily,
Actually, a lot of them look like they're from
Cantello is
Monster,
pretty
or
versatile
Monster,
character.
Shh, Kyle's talking, guys.
Dragon
Performs
Quest.
almost any task, unquestionably loyal. Cannot speak, but can still understand you, and can sacrifice herself to cure any disease. So, this is someone who I can definitely count on. And maybe she might not specialize in any one particular thing other than being able to sacrifice herself, but the fact that she can do a lot means
That's-
a lot.
That's really cool. My question is, do we classify the horrible acid burns you get from when Coily just can't stand it anymore and just sort of lets loose on you as
A disease?
a
No.
disease?
That's not a disease.
That's not a disease.
acid.
That's
Oh,
acid.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's,
Burns.
that's like if I punch you in the face and say you have a disease.
Not to be
You got-
confused if you get punched in the face because
Like,
you have a disease.
asshole deserving punches in the face syndrome.
I had fist in the face syndrome.
I think I knew someone who had that.
Yeah, was that?
So
Yeah.
all of a
I
sudden-
think I took care of somebody at my work with that.
All right, so you've got Cantello, and Cantello is basically like a magic dog with horns that's really smart. So yeah, that's a pretty good.
Yeah, maybe not very distinguished, but she seems
That's
to
a
get the
good
job
pick.
done.
I think
I
you
don't
could.
think there's anything particularly wrong with this character.
So you're in charge in this situation. You're doing a lot of like, what are you doing to sort of help the three of you survive?
Me?
Yeah.
Good question.
I'm just wondering.
Keen leadership, good looks and charm. No.
All right. So
I vouch for the good looks and charm.
Kyle is the face man of the operation.
You know. But you said that we would also be bringing a knapsack. I wasn't aware that I would have to think of things to keep in
We
a
can come
knapsack.
back to you if you want to think about it for a sec.
Or we could just copy and paste.
And wherever limits to it. I mean, I could just say
Josh
some
said.
obvious shit like medical supplies, survival guide.
If it fits in a knapsack, it goes. This is a game with like very fucking loose rules.
All right.
It's not even really a game. It's just something that some guy who is pretty good at drawing threw together over a weekend.
All right, then we'll get it out of the way. Medical kit, survival guide, I suppose.
Kyle's being
And-
smart about this.
Food, water. This is really garden variety answers,
first
but it
aid
works.
kit.
All right. Okay,
Things
so
of that nature.
we have Cantello and Coily for Kyle. All right, and
Alliteration.
our
Cantello and Coily for Kyle.
Oh, okay, so with Kyle.
could it,
Wait,
Cantello and Coily for...
you can say the alphabet backwards, but you can't say Cantello, Coily, and Kyle.
It's too bad their names don't start with K, because then we could be the KKK.
God damn it.
Not those mean guys with the sheets.
No, the mean guys that are basically a fucking
Your phone
unicorn,
was so dumb.
worm woman, and
Wait, what?
Never
pimply
mind.
asshole.
Up next, Kepner.
And then Kepner's next. Do you need the sheet? Do you know their names?
No, you're reading for me.
Oh, okay.
Ta-da!
Which ones?
Alright, stop
All right.
spinning.
Stop spinning. It's gonna throw off the fucking sound people.
Oh, too late. I chose Mr. and Mrs. Pepper.
Mr. and
Combo.
Yeah.
Mr. Okay, Mr. Pepper is first row, fourth, and Chris wants me to read his attributes for you because he's all the way over there and he can't read himself because he's a baby.
You can't
No.
read.
You're just the bitch.
Let me just say, Chris, you fooled me.
You thought I was gonna go with.
I thought you were gonna go with both of the Elder Dragons.
At least, hey, if he's a baby, at least he can't fit up your butt.
What?
I'm
Just
Never mind, moving on.
Get on
Okay,
with it.
Mr. Pepper. Mr. Pepper looks like a pissed off Mexican guy.
Okay.
Are we really gonna reinforce that?
It looks
Pat?
more tired than
Are
me.
we really gonna reinforce that? Because I'm not gonna bring it up.
Racial profiling in the What If show. I just had a great idea. Whenever somebody says What If show, like we could edit in like a logo of What If show, except it would be spinning and it would be like like the Batman thing.
No, I'm just gonna take a little bit of the jingle that Kyle writes and just play that for a sec whenever we say that. What if show? Dun-dun-dun.
Oh, that's how short it is?
No, we can have more. It's gonna be longer than that.
Okay, come on. Just read Mr. Pepper. And
All right, so Mr. Pepper, the pissed off Mexican-looking guy.
God damn.
What does he look like to you, Robin?
He has somewhat tan skin, you racist bastard.
Just like
Okay.
how when you first met me, you thought I was ethnic.
Yeah, Kyle's real.
The pissed off ethnic guy.
Pissed off.
Come on.
Pissed off Kyle's uncle,
No.
the car bomber guy.
No.
Shut up.
My uncle, none of my uncles are car bombers. That's a different guy.
Excuse
On
me.
with the show.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. This is spiraling rapidly out of control. We're gonna end it here.
No, we're not. We still got like 3 more people.
We're gonna end the
Apparently, Ben is
debriefing of my
incredibly
personal
racist.
life and get back to the damn game.
All right. Okay, so Mr. Pepper can magically conjure fire whenever needed. He's a surprisingly good cook. He can incinerate obstacles as well as enemies, but he dies if submerged in water. So, oh, that's helpful. So, why did you pick Mr. Pepper, Chris?
Just reading Mrs. Pepper.
Okay, so Chris got both Mr. Pepper and Mrs. Pepper. Mrs. Pepper looks like a tan young woman
Biker chick.
with a nice little blonde streak in her hair. Where the fuck is she? on the sheet. I'm looking it in on.
She's
Keith
towards the
laptop.
bottom.
She's towards the bottom.
In the purple.
You don't
row.
get grids anymore. Look at it, you lazy prick.
It's in the purple row.
So it's in the light purple row. So Mrs. Pepper looks like a hot female version of Mr. Pepper and younger. She can conjure weak fiery familiar to do her bidding. The familiar violently explodes when killed, but can be summoned again after 24 hours. And she dies if exposed to large amounts of water.
Isn't that the same with Mr. Pepper?
No, because
He's
that's
gotta be
different.
submerged.
He's
She
gotta
has
be-
to be exposed.
Okay, when you say does she need to touch the water?
I'm guessing that's what it means.
Okay,
It
so-
most likely means doused in water.
Okay, if you get water on her, you're fucked. So basically, Chris is shit out of luck if it ever rains on this island.
Well, no, they need a. Well, actually, Mr. Pepper could just conjure fire above them and evaporate the rain. There's
That's
a lot
a
of
good
things I can think really well in these situations. Just keep going.
All right. She dies if exposed to large amounts of water, and she's happily married to Mr. Pepper, so Chris can't bang her. When they combine forces, the strength of their magic intensifies. We don't get stats for this because this isn't fucking D&D.
Basically, just cut her power down a little bit and just make their abilities stronger. Like instead of 24 hours, it's 12 hours. She can summon the thing, and they can both make things explode violently.
So lots of fun. So Chris has got the two pyromaniacs.
Chris, damn it, I'm gonna get lava. in
Why
my
do you
house.
want to set everything on fire?
I don't want to set the world on fire.
God
First
damn
off,
it.
I'm not here for the longevity. I'm not going to last 4 years.
Chris is committed to the fact that this is a very short trip.
Maybe after a while, burning a few trees at the right precision, making a little shack, I'm going to go mentally insane at one point.
Okay.
And me and Mr. Pepper are going to go fishing. Because I'm a sex addict, and I need sexual pleasure.
Oh no.
From a fish?
He's gonna.
Yes,
No, he's
I'm
gonna.
going to fuck
No,
that
from
fish.
something that smells like a fish.
There you go, Kyle.
Stay away from my worm.
Oh my god.
The worm you're sharing with 2 other people.
Dust.
Oh.
Dare you.
I had
What's
it
wrong
first.
with you?
All right.
Hey, okay. And we're just going to go fishing. We're going to catch some fish, and then I'm going to put a bag over his head, throw him in the water.
Well, you know what they say?
You're gonna kill one of your companions.
Ladies
I
and
didn't say I
gentlemen,
was gonna stay
the
alive.
What If Show, where we very quickly resort to full murder.
I said
You know what
after
they
a
say? It's
year.
better to
I
burn
said-
out than to fade away. Picking 2 burning characters.
Hi-yo.
Like a rock star.
Fun
All right.
counter reaching
And so,
number
are
3.
we? Is it safe to assume that then you were going to go home, tell Miss Pepper he died in some kind of freak accident,
And console her.
until
With his penis.
He's
Land
gonna walk in and
sharks.
put on Barry
Land-
White.
land sharks got him.
Land sharks. I believe it. In this place, I believe it.
Yeah,
Land
I
sharks.
wouldn't doubt their existence here.
This is in my own
I'm surprised
area.
there isn't a land
By
shark
the way,
character.
my
in
own
that.
Yeah.
little dimension.
Yeah.
He has his own. Yeah,
Land
as
sharks
I
and a shark
to emphasize, all of Kyle, Josh, and I are all on separate islands with our respective coilies. Chris is on his own fucking island with his Mr. and Mrs. Pepper.
Well, Mr.
Soon to be
Pepper's gone.
just Mrs. Pepper.
Mr. Pepper's gone.
Widow Pepper.
Widow Pepper.
Knapsack?
But see,
Oh,
when
he's
everyone's
still
grouped
going.
together for that theory, it was Robin.
I killed him.
Robin's gonna get blamed.
No.
Well, we're not.
No, he's not
we'll
gonna
get
We're
to
not
that point.
blaming him. I dildoed him to death.
Yeah, that's the point.
I just killed him with all my
Pretty sure
dildos.
in rock, paper, scissors, fire beats dildo.
Dude, it's a plastic.
You'd be surprised.
What the
yeah.
fuck kind of fucked up rock paper scissors are you doing?
I was gonna say.
How do you even make a dildo with your hand? Never mind.
Let me show you.
Never mind.
Let me show
I
you.
with rock paper. With rock paper dildo.
I can't stay like this for long. It hurts.
Rock and fire
stand up.
dildo.
With rock fire
My
dildo.
leg is shaking.
I don't actually play by the rules. When you're busy concentrating on making the shape with your hand, I'm pulling a dildo out of my bag and starting to beat the ever-loving shit out of you.
You have an
Oh, you mean you aren't just shoving it into an orifice until he bleeds to death?
This is the guy
too
that
easy.
looked up and watched and looked at for hours dildo.com.
It wasn't hours. It was
Ladies
an
and
hour.
gentlemen, I have seen dildos.com, and it was good.
Kepner knapsack.
Oh, knapsack?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's gonna be mainly empty because I gotta put his head in it, right?
Alright.
Why do you need to put his head up? What if she finds it?
He's gonna be in the water.
He fizzles.
Oh, that's the bag you put over his. Oh,
Yes.
that's
He
good.
thought it through a lot. I'm
That's-
surprised.
that's-
Good job.
It's not like you
Bravo!
just
Bravo!
Remember,
Bravo.
It's gonna be a year. I have to go insane properly.
It's not gonna.
You don't need to go that insane to do this, Chris. I see it already.
Yeah, you know, we put Chris on an island for maybe a couple days. I could see him pulling this off.
If Tom Hanks can survive on an island alone talking to a ball for 4 years, I think Chris is gonna be okay for a year.
Sorry, Mrs. Pepper. There's nothing I could do. The land
Except
sharks.
for you. The land sharks threw him into the
The land
water.
sharks.
After
But
beating him
they threw him in the
mercilessly with
volcano.
Dude,
dildos.
you're like
Wouldn't
touching
it be-
my shoulder in a very emotional way. I'm feeling a little bit touched now.
Alright.
Touched by
So we're
a
assuming that
shotgun.
Mr. Pepper wouldn't survive being thrown in a volcano?
Oh no, that's a lie. I'm lying.
Oh, okay. But still, in your lie, do we assume that Mr. Pepper would
No,
survive
the
being
land
thrown
sharks. The land sharks like drug him into the water.
No, they threw him in a volcano and they stayed there trying to sacrifice him. He came back out and they drug him into the river, right? But sadly, we don't have a river because they dried it all up because they had too much fornication for too long because it's hot, steamy sex.
And they're already.
And so
And
this is where
evaporate
the
the water?
insanity came in for me, and I was like, I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my goddamn mind because I need to do something, and this coconut is not doing enough for me. So, there you go.
This coconut is not contributing enough to my survival.
You need to find a
experience.
sponge, dude.
I need to find a different coconut.
I don't want this coconut anymore.
Next.
I mean, when we started going on, when we started going out together, she was tight, she was round, but now she's all sloppy and she's getting cracked down the middle.
Now you're overthinking it more than he is. Next!
Robin!
Give me the goddamn thingy. I need to see the thingy, cause, yeah.
By
you don't need
thingy,
to see
he's
the thingy.
referring to laptop.
All right.
We've got this up on a laptop. Remember,
Whoa.
there's a link in the description
Whoa.
if you guys want to see this.
Okay, no, too zoomed out, too zoomed in, too zoomed out. Okay, there we go. That's a happy medium. Okay, so my first pick was already taken, but
You can have
mine
yeah. You can still have.
is Cantalo, and not necessarily for the reason that you might think. I pick her because she's adorable and she's like a dog thing.
Fox.
Yeah, she's a
Wolf.
dog.
Dog fox thing.
Ibex.
Yeah.
Ibex. Yeah, basically.
A dog.
You already know what Cantalo
Gazelle.
does. Oh, come on. wait.
So you just want something cute and fluffy.
Well,
Why not go
she
with
can
the
also
marshmallow
help me.
thing?
She can also help me with things.
She's also smart. And when you start doing the really fucked up shit with the dildo, she's gonna be able to just sort of watch and look at you with skeptical
walk
dog
away.
eyes.
Also, just use your horn on you.
Ambiguous again.
I would never do that to Cantalo.
Ben, stop thinking about it.
She is an innocent being.
So you mounted dildo onto her horn.
Oh no!
Yeah, just keep it there
God
for
damn it!
quick access.
Come on, guys.
Come on, what's your next
So,
one?
Robin,
Let's
are
run
we
for a sec.
assuming that you actually have this bag of dildos?
Of course I have the bag of
Okay,
dildos.
so so Robin's legit choice. He has a knapsack full of dildos, Cantalo, and who else do you have, Robin?
I have Wumba Wumba.
Oh, okay. That's a good choice.
Tell them where Wumba Wumba
Very
is.
strong guy.
Wumba Wumba is he's in the very top row.
Far
he's-
right?
He's the I don't know, tribal Mayan looking guy. I'm not gonna be racist like that.
Move my
He's from Brazil.
and move my laptop. The fan is hitting the
Oh, okay.
yeah, making a bzzz sound.
But his
His
Why did you
bulletin
look?
his
I was
bulletin
looking
points
at you
is,
and
Why did all three of you look?
he's a proud warrior who will defend me from any hostile beings, which is nice, so he fights and stuff. He doesn't talk, which is good because I get annoyed with him.
Why did you look at me?
But he turns into a statue every Sunday, which is not ideal. But I guess that's the day that I get to do my dildo stuff without anybody judging me.
except for Cantalo.
Well,
Yeah, I'm putting Cantalo in the house.
well, he's silently
You have a house?
judges you.
I thought Cantaloupe was helping.
As I said, Cantalo is an innocent being. I would never do that to an innocent being. And also, he has a nice hat.
Okay.
That is a bulletin point. Nice hat. Yeah, and I basically just pick him to defend my house, except for on Sunday, which is my dildo day.
Well, you could always make him stand
So-
outside of your house's entrance and block the way for that day.
Yeah.
What if
And
you
then
need to
just
go
wait till the next day.
outside? Like, I'm assuming you don't have indoor plumbing in this house you've built on a remote island.
You open
What
a
if you
window
really
and
need to
poop out of it.
shave
You
What's
open a
wrong with
window
you? I
and
have a
poop
poop
out
hole.
of it.
in the house? That would smell so bad.
In the Okay, so this is how. Okay, you can take this back. I don't need it anymore. This is how my poop hole works. I'm presuming that I'm building my house.
Believe me. We've heard enough about how your poop hole works.
God damn it, no. Ha 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 ha. Butts.
Okay, you say that now.
I just got that.
Although the first half hour of
Fair
this
enough.
has been you derailing us about dildos.
I'm not
No,
trying
not
to derail shit.
derailing us with dildos.
All right, but
Keep going.
I'm presuming that not presuming. My house would be built on dirt, and what I would do would be dig a dirt tunnel that goes from one corner of my house outside. It's like in a corner, and then I dig a hole that goes down and then back up again outside.
So like in a U shape.
Yeah, in a U shape, and I sort of like make sure that the hole on the inside side is like slick and smooth, so that the poop slides down. So, and then I poop into that hole, and then whenever there's too much poop in the hole, I'll go like take a stick or something, like I don't know, I'll make a shovel out of something, I don't know, and then I'll take the shovel and I'll get the poop out, and then I'll throw it in the water.
Damn it! I went into the bathroom and you guys are still talking about this.
No, that's my poop hole. That's
He was
where
explaining
I
the
poop.
poop hole. It was
Ben
fine.
asked where I pooped.
It was fine.
Ben asked where I pooped. I was just answering.
It's a
them.
valid question. I'm not going to make everybody answer about this, but he
Okay.
And as we've already said, my knapsack is filled with dildos, and it's not necessarily for the reason that you might think. I'm actually have all these dildos to make sure. Well, I don't know why I have the dildos in the universe when I'm by myself, but well, I just use it to keep everything out of my house. I just stick a whole bunch of dildos on all the walls of my house on the outside, so nobody's coming into my house.
Yeah. That's more effective than
covered
some
in
heads on a
dildos.
steak.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually,
if I go in
it's-
that house, I'm gonna get raped.
Why are there dildos all over that fucking house?
If I saw that house, my immediate reaction would be to burn it down. So there would be people like me if we're like in this
I have
island
Wumba
together
Wumba.
later.
If
That's
you're gonna
true,
burn down my house-
but I'm not attacking you. I'm burning down the house that you're
Burning
in,
down the house.
and then I'm walking away.
This is a fucking stupid song.
Hey,
Why would you? Okay, no, I'm not letting you burn down my house because I'll be like Wumba Wumba, sick 'em.
and then you'd have to deal with
What
my
if
two
that's on his
choices.
stone day when he can't move?
Yeah, that's
Then
true.
he just like pushes
I'll
him
get
toward
Cantalope.
you.
Cantalope's got two horns. She can gut him.
If they're covered with
Well,
dildos.
it depends on
wait till
who
you hear
his.
my choices.
I never put any dildos on Cantaloupe.
She can find him herself, man.
No, I make sure to use every single one of the dildos on the wall.
Then what are you going to defend yourself with? I thought you were going to use the dildos as like
Okay,
a
I
club.
have one dildo, but I hide it in my armpit.
What?
Like I sleep with the dildo, like there,
Like strapped?
like
Why?
in my armpit.
I'm imagining a cop walking around town with his three-piece suit and a shoulder holster.
That
And a
has a
robber comes
dildo
up
in it.
and he steals his bag from this lady. And the cop runs in front of the robber. He's like, "Hold it, guy!" And he pulls out from his holster a purple dildo. And
just-
the robber just kind of looks at him and
Just gives up.
Just gives
Done.
Because the
Fucking
next
done.
thing the cop says is, "Get your ass ready. Things are gonna get weird."
I'm pretty sure there's a 5-second film just
Fucking
like
done.
that.
Okay, don't you dare go looking for it
And
right
wait.
now. Get the Chris.
Wait, Rob, wait.
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Stop.
I'm not looking it up. I'm just
He's not.
like, if anybody wants to look it up, I'm pretty sure there's a 5-second film. 5-second Films, great site where you can go watch this acted out by
I already got this on my phone.
more talented people. You couldn't read it before.
I took pictures.
Oh, okay.
I took screenshots,
All right, good for you.
basically.
Okay, fine.
So-
Chris is up next. Robin, enough about your dildos. Let's listen to Chris.
So my two choices, basically, I picked them in conjunction to be used with each other. And my first one is Asperos, which I'm surprised no one else picked because he's pretty fucking badass. He's basically this giant snake.
Oh yeah.
She, I don't really know. Snakes are genderless as far as I'm concerned.
Fucking, hold on a sec.
Ekans
Asperos.
ripoff.
Asperos is the snake-looking thing on the 4th row, 3rd to the right.
Yeah,
Keep going.
pretty fucking awesome. Like, she can briefly immobilize prey when making eye contact. I'm assuming that means for like I don't know, maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Something like
that sounds right.
She can create underground tunnels at leisurely pace and eat anything without getting sick. So after she looks at you, she'll just devour you and not think twice about it. In cold environments, your speed and powers are reduced. I'm not exactly sure what kind of island we are.
Well, think
But
think of like the Yoshi's Island Yoshi they show in the main menu.
I never did that.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I imagine this island looks like. It's got like a place for each season and then a volcano in the middle.
And
Yeah, that sounds about right.
it's pretty awesome that everyone else picked Coily because Asperos hates Coily.
Yeah.
Like, they hate each other. So,
Because they went to high school together, apparently.
I guess, and they're
Snake
snakes
hybrid.
and worms are, mortal enemies. My second choice is also with Josh. It's Bablamon. He can barely move. He's made from 10,000 layers of folded steel. He'll turn you into an expert swordsman while held, but you become fatigued twice as fast. I've got quite a bit of stamina, and my theory is while wielding Bablamon, I'll have Asperos look at my prey, and I can kill them with such ease that I won't become fatigued at all.
Mm-hmm.
Can only be destroyed by tossing him into a volcano, and he's got a really good sense of humor. Basically,
Everybody reads cringeworthy as good.
Well,
I
That's what
assume
we are.
Well, that's
On the
only
other
from
hand,
our
You should join this
experience.
damn
I
podcast.
have a really kind of morbid sense of humor myself, so I'm sure we'd get along great. Basically, the three of us would create pretty much a fairly unstoppable trio. We'd just come out, look at each other. I don't know what that is. What are you doing?
Question: Can you
What?
help me with a murder?
Immobilize him and then
Dude,
just throw him into the ocean.
Throw him into the water. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, we'll just come in, fuck things up. I'm all about Dominion. My survivability is pretty much based on how much I can kill other things. So I kind of looked at that. I think these two work pretty well together. My knapsack is Robin's knapsack full of dildos.
Really?
You literally stole his knapsack.
In my knapsack, I have Robin's knapsack, so he no longer has it.
Fuck! What?
Yes. I don't know if I can allow that for this one. Maybe in the
Hold on.
in the scenario where we're all on
That's
the island
not fair.
together.
Well, in that scenario, that's what I have. I'm already making that claim right now. If that's not the case in this scenario, then in that case, in my knapsack, I have a sourdough jack.
This is bullshit.
From Jack in the Box.
Sourdough Jack from Jack in the
That's all I
Box.
want. One good meal before I go ballistic.
All right.
I'm
killing
guessing
shit
that
with
you're
short
not
and
gonna make
snacks.
any friends on this island, other than the one. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, wasn't this like? Isn't like friendship is the main thing here?
Yeah.
So far,
Friendship
we've
with
got.
Asperos and Babylon.
Everyone else can go get
Hey, you're
Fucking,
awesome.
so we've got me who like chats it up with the noodle shop guy and then goes back to bone his fucking worm
wife.
his worm girlfriend. Josh is actually making friends. Kyle seems like he's probably actually making friends. Killed a guy.
Kepner. You gotta say
Kepner.
Kepner.
You gotta
Kepner.
clarify.
Kepner.
Who's the
Okay,
guy?
there were two in this call. Kepner is the one who murdered. Podcast. Sorry, I'm used to doing this over Skype. So in case you hadn't noticed,
Need to edit out my name, dipshit.
your name is Kepner. You live in Boise, Idaho. Your social security number is 6589234.
That's too many numbers.
That's
That's his phone
Actually,
number.
that's a little too short.
nobody's phone number. Actually, no.
I'm supposed to say the
If
name
you
because
call
get
that
three
number I
people.
just said and record whoever picks up in the conversation you have as a result
You have
and
broken
post
the
it
law.
as a video response, we will send you 2 Hot Wheels.
Yeah, no.
Too much information. I don't want stalkers.
Alright, come on.
Let's get us on.
It's a one
All right.
I'm
rule.
excited to play.
My
Is that
one
it?
rule for doing this: no stalkers.
Alright. Guess it's
And I've
my
had
turn
stalkers.
then.
Okay?
All right,
I
so
don't
yeah,
like
but-
stalkers.
Yeah, and then Robin dildos and just kills
Alright,
everybody.
so this is my choices. First off, Narwhal.
Yeah.
Extremely fast, can be used as transport.
Is the
Born as
first on the fourth
indestructible,
roll.
can pierce steel. Only eats meat, not a bad thing. Hates fish. I can have more fish. Is extremely jealous of Cantalo
Oh shit!
for having 2 horns and will attack her on sight.
I think you're fucked, dude. You have no dildos and you have no cantaloupe, and if we attack you on Sunday, you're dead.
I have to fuck. I swear to God, that dildo.
My
that
second
fucking bag
choice.
of dildos. That's my bag of dildos.
My second choice is Pascal. These are basically 2 forms of werewolves. One has a horn, one doesn't. Pascal has a heightened sense of smell, allowing him to hunt for food effortlessly. Refuses to hang out with you if you smell bad. I just gotta wash. That's not too bad. Can mend his own wounds by absorbing the life force of those he kills. Once again, I don't gotta worry about him. And during the full moon, changes into a harmless puppy. That's cuteness for 5 days right there, and then I still have Narwolf with me. So I like my team.
Okay.
And my bag contains the... I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's basically the Rambo knife that has the flint and steel and the compass and everything in the handle, and a light med kit.
What about soap so you can smell good?
Well, soaps and perfumes and stuff too, but that's always in my bag.
Okay. You gotta say stuff like that, dude. It's
All
part of
right.
the game. Alright, so.
Hold on. Okay.
Too much
I am not
personal
okay with
information.
this.
Hey, I never said I was going to attack you. I just said if I saw a house built out of dildos, I would burn it to the ground.
Well, I don't think I get
Probably
a house of
enlist
dildos
his help
because
with
this
that.
asshole paradox. Well, I don't fucking know what you did. You somehow warped my bag of dildos into your bag of dildos.
What? It's a bag of holding bags of dildos.
And then it has Jack in the Box in it.
Yeah.
How appropriate.
No, in the universe where he's by himself with his 2 picks.
It's got
Alright,
it's got
if
a
we're
Jack in the
operating on
Box
this-
Jack milk that
If
you
we're
can take
operating
out once a
on
day.
this fucking, if this is what we're gonna do, then in the universe where everybody else is here, I'm God.
I don't think that's in the
Inexplicably, I'm God.
God of dildos.
Guess what? I'm a type. I win.
Fine, Daddy.
This is spiraling out of control. Can we get back to
It
the
started out of control.
Well, we all have our
Too
picks.
much personal information!
Shut up, Chris.
dildos.
That bugs the crap out of me!
We all have
Bad stalkers!
we all have our picks now, so that's
Hold on.
Well, about fucking time.
I'm not alright with my dildos being taken away.
okay.
That's what they always say.
In your universe where you're by yourself, you still have your dildos.
Okay, if he can change his knapsack between worlds, then I can too.
No, he can't change his knapsack between worlds.
That's exactly what he
See, the
did.
thing is, he's not getting a meal, Robin. He's just getting dildos.
But that's still changing it in between worlds.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's losing a meal.
God damn it, Chris!
He went
Give Robin back his dildos.
Okay,
I will have my dildos.
These are
I'm
good
gonna
ones.
Where
stay
did Chris
silent
go?
for a little
He
bit.
had
He went to the
sickness.
bathroom.
We have to start the next part of the podcast.
Hold on, it's just
A lot of editing.
intermission, ladies and gentlemen, intermission.
Lot of editing.
Yeah, we'll probably need that.
Lot.
I'll put
lot
my
of
I put my jingle music in
I
this. I kind of gave you.
I
told you, You don't want to mess with me.
lot of editing.
I was originally gonna go with the one wolf too.
I'm just saying, mine was not about offense. Mine was just about living peacefully with a whole bunch of dildos.
So much editing, it
And
hurts.
Death Knight.
He's not
Oh,
gonna
it is?
actually edit that
Yeah.
much.
Or Hell Knight.
Hell
Lot of
Rider.
editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hell Rider.
This,
Gonna edit out
That is a
your full
derpy
name.
ass horse.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, that's
well, if it ever stops running, it explodes.
And probably this talking about.
well, yeah. This random intermission
That's a great
shit,
one.
I'm sure is gonna be edited.
What else?
Okay, stop being.
Hold on. All right, we have to make a re-entrance because we sort of basically just had an
Wait, what's
intermission
that
because
one
you
on the
left.
end?
A lot of
That one
editing.
there with a bunch.
It's
Alright,
fucking-
No.
All right, guys.
Guys,
That's just a different
Ben,
incarnation.
make a re-entry because we.
All right, welcome back from the intermission that I'm not actually going to edit in, so everybody's just going to listen to us mumble for a few minutes. All right, yeah! This is the first edition.
Ooh,
Uh,
do this again.
First edition looks like crap.
it was just a thing you
What?
did, and then he
First
made it
one,
nice. Okay, so
Yeah, I thought I saw an earlier version of this. I remember. I
yeah,
think
this is
Gwendolyn has
we are
slightly different
we are
details.
playing version 1.3. If anybody cares, we are playing version 1.3 of this game because there were older versions.
all Funtime Adventure.
And there actually was another version with like people you didn't want to pick who were assholes, but they got merged into this, and they're just for like the really hardcore people who want to be dicks. So, and on that note, there are things on here that you would pick if you were a dick. So now, let's discuss worse things to go with for the island.
Lazarus and Dragonov.
Pico.
Actually, I came up with a pretty good combo for Pico.
Okay, hold on. So,
We'll theorize
That
later.
fucking marshmallow man.
fucking okay. So
this
Lazarus
is
and
just the
Dragonov
Ghostbusters
are at the
guy.
very bottom of the sheet. They are two giant dragons, And they have the nice big red emboldened "cannot be befriended" on their notes. Lazarus rests deep underneath the island. Digging too deep may disturb him. He breathes a smell of folk that causes most organic matter to waste away. Physically powerful enough to crush rock. Exterior is impossible to damage. The baddest baddie of them all, impossible to charm or reason with. So he's basically a death dragon.
Great, 4 of you fuckers can dig a hole.
So,
I'm not digging that deep.
No shit.
So,
I'm
so-
murdering someone.
well, suppose we're kind
I
of
know, I
hoping
have dildos.
we're kind of hoping that these dragons aren't on the island, though they probably are somewhere.
They are. He is on the island. It says.
Wait a minute. Are all of these creatures on the island? And you're
Yes.
only gonna make friends with 2 of them? Holy fuck! I hadn't considered that. That's
Yeah.
okay. I'll still kill everything.
Note to self.
Except for fucking
Almost
Lazarus, who
everything.
you can't damage.
Want to bet?
I'm gonna okay,
You'll
I'm
kill
gonna
it.
make a new rule for my house.
I
I'm
use
gonna
up
make
every
it so I
time,
can
run
only
away.
find it because I only know one symbol that's gonna be hidden above
If
it.
you can get the giant freaking
You
dragon
can't just
with
do
the
that.
vision on.
What are you just gonna? You can't just draw a squiggly line and only you recognize the squiggly line.
No, I'm saying like I'm gonna
Yeah,
like
you can.
hide it so it's like out of view from everybody else. So it wouldn't, like you could walk by it and not really notice it. I mean, if you're staring at it long enough, you'll be like, "Is that a door?"
You're just saying I'm gonna hide my house better.
I'm gonna hide my house. back.
Okay, so Josh wants to change his answer. He hid his house better. All right, and then Dragonov is the benevolent quotation mark counterpart to Dragonov, or no, ass dragon, Lazarus, that one. Lazarus. So Dragonov,
Liberace.
in sleep, he appears to be a statue guarding the ruins of an ancient tomb deep within the jungle. There's apparently a jungle on the island. Emits a blinding laser that can melt through metal. Physically powerful enough to crush rock. Exterior is impossible to damage. On the 280th week on the island, he awakens from sleep in order to combat Lazarus. Their struggle will leave a trail of destruction across the island.
Fuck.
Cannot be befriended. These 2 things are the fucking Deathwing bringing the cataclysm to our goddamn stupid little
Then
island.
there's the third.
You could have just said.
Oh, he doesn't. I don't even know if he shows up. I don't think.
Reed. He shows up.
Okay, so there are 3 sort of like end game boss level monsters that you can't even fuck with. They're like the Cthulhu of this universe. And
He is the Cthulhu.
there's the 2 dragons, and then there's the King of Diamonds, which is in between them. And these are the 3 guys that get the big cannot be befriended. Because there are like assholes on here, but you can still be friends with them if you're an asshole too. These guys, dicks. They don't want to hang out with you. They don't want to go to fucking Applebee's.
Dude, wait a minute. I just did the math. We're only on these islands for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
280 weeks is past 5
204.
208th.
Eight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No.
Do math.
Oh, that is exactly the last week.
Yeah, it's the last week.
Fuck!
So you have to survive that last week as they're fighting each other.
So that's when the hard mode kicks in. That's
3
the
years of
final
sex.
level. So, and there's also the King of Diamonds,
Insanity.
and he is an undying eldritch horror who rules over a frozen wasteland. Not the island, but somewhere else.
I'm saying it's part of the island, like it's all sort of Yoshi's story stuck together sort of island.
Okay, maybe he rules over the frozen wastelands to the north of the island.
Yeah.
He only appears in the 4th year, though, scouring the island for his lost daughter, who is another companion that nobody picked because she's a bitch. If you are unlucky enough to encounter him, he will devour you unless you provide a tastier alternative. So, keep good tasting companions by him.
Or just have one dead and carried around with you.
Now, if you keep... But here is the supposed plus side to him. If you keep his daughter alive for 4 years, supposedly you have put up with her incessant, prissy, bitch nagging this entire fucking time, you are rewarded by him being willing to offer you eternal life in exchange for being her permanent servant. So you get to live forever to be her bitch.
Well, that sucks.
Who is his daughter again? Gwendolyn?
Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Gwendolyn,
That's
They
right,
look alike.
Gwen.
you guys,
Let's just avoid that thing like the plague.
We'll go ahead and talk about Gwendolyn.
I don't want to.
Chris doesn't like Gwendolyn.
No, we don't have to talk about Gwendolyn.
We're gonna talk about
Why
Gwendolyn.
the fuck do we have to talk about Gwendolyn? There's no point to Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn is in the almost perfect center of the.
Nobody picked Gwendolyn.
She's pretty far. Shut up, Robin. I'm going to talk about Gwendolyn because she pertains to the King of Diamonds.
Yeah, well.
That and everyone loves a good diss.
That's
This is a
my
prissy
dildo.
cunt.
Yeah, prissy
Dealing with.
prissy cunt. Look at all the prissy cunt. All right, so she radiates cool air 24/7. She will not perform any physical labor or collect supplies. Makes hurtful remarks about you. So she's a straight up bitch. Contrary to her natty appearance, her body is host to terrible eldritch magics. She turns flesh into diamonds on contact with her hands. And she becomes enraged if anybody touches her. So, she basically exists to be a cock tease.
Cock tease.
And a bitch. Because she's like, well, you're a guy, you're on an island for 4 years, there's nothing around to screw. Except for this chick,
Why
who's
you
a...
guys are so obsessed with screwing something?
Because
I'm
I can't
not.
go a year without
I wouldn't screw this bitch with all the
Dude,
dildos from
I'm
Robin's bag stacked together.
I'm different than you. You can handle it. I can't.
It's not easy for me, but yeah.
Okay, let's not talk about everybody's sex habits. So, so you guys say Lazarus and Lazarus and Dragunov are the worst choices you can
That's
make in
my
this game.
pick. Don't listen.
All right,
Not
anybody
really.
else have any votes? Anybody else see any really stupid ones that they really
Well, I
want
know
to call
Yeah,
out?
that fucking marshmallow.
No, the marshmallow.
What marshmallow?
Why does
Right
everyone
there.
hate the marshmallow?
I
Oh,
was
is
thinking
that
about
like the
picking
fir-
him.
Bolslava.
Bolslava?
I was thinking about picking
Boleslava?
him. Oh.
Boleslava, alright.
You know what's awesome though? Guppy. Guppy's such a bro. I almost picked Guppy.
Yeah.
Boleslava erases depressing thoughts, so you're constantly happy. Can be used as the most comfortable pillow in the world. Poops marshmallows, almost weightless, and will be swept out to sea in stormy weather and be lost forever.
That actually sounds like a really good pick.
Yeah, I don't see what the problem with it is.
Useless.
Yeah, pretty much.
Keeping you... It erases depressing thoughts. You're on an island for 4 years. Do you have
That's
an
why
idea
you make friends!
how depressed you could get in 4 years?
I channel my
Insane.
depression into killing things.
Insane.
Depression into rage.
Yeah.
See,
Tom
being Chris
Hanks
are
talked
fine.
to a
Rage,
ball.
insanity.
Rage,
You know
insanity.
what I don't need?
What?
A fucking living marshmallow.
It's not a marshmallow, it's
It's a
just
marshmallow
poops them.
generator.
Yeah, so that's unlimited food right there.
Does
Okay,
it
I
get more
did-
of itself?
I
Is it able to just bud asexually?
No, it
Then I
poops
don't
out.
want
It
it.
poops out more of them.
Oh Jesus!
Okay,
I just thought-
another one I heard a lot of people protest about was Pico.
Nothing's wrong with Pico. He just pukes barbecue chicken.
Okay, let's talk about
That's-
Pico.
Well, actually, Pico's kind of a dick.
How's that any better than pooping marshmallows? I mean, I guess maybe
I don't like
chicken
either.
has more protein and shit.
It's between picking, do I want to eat shit or do I want to eat vomit?
Actually, it's
But-
really picking.
okay.
Do you want to eat marshmallows?
Well, my
or
question is
barbecue
that-
Context is very important because the vomit is barbecue chicken
I know.
and the poop is marshmallows.
You know, it didn't
But-
say what type of barbecue chicken it is. It could be digested.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the marshmallows could be covered in excrement.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting.
We're
So what the
assuming it's
fuck uses
pristine
Pico?
barbecue chicken and pristine marshmallows.
Yeah,
still
we'll
killing
just go with that.
That
Marshmallows that are in
constantly
perfect
makes
state.
irritating
The ones we
noises
had-
just to annoy you. So imagine this podcast being condensed and then looped over and over. And then
And Kepner's not calling.
makes kind-hearted friends unhappy by telling them cruel truths.
What the fuck is the use of this thing?
It vomits barbecue chicken
I have the
on
perfect
command
combo, though.
or when damaged.
They're right next to each other on the screen right now. Pico and however you pronounce the name.
Mantello.
Pico and Mantello. Mantello is a ferocious beast that'll just keep killing shit, even if it loses limbs, because it's a badass.
It's bloodthirsty, territorial, and extremely competitive due to
Lack of female.
scarcity of female specimens. Difficult to kill. Will fight regardless of lost body
How is
parts.
that a perfect combination.
Favorite food is human faces. That's a downside.
I
You've
thought I said
got-
feces.
You've got feces. You've got one thing that does nothing but insult you, and so your closest friend is this thing that is going to fight till it is dead, even if it loses everything it can fight with. It's just gonna sit there with nubs, being like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Cannot understand commands. Will dismember anybody who touches you.
Well, how?
May eat you if it begins to starve. That
There's the
sounds like a
bonus.
shit.
There's the bonus. Just give the chicken to him constantly and keep him happy, and he'll destroy everything for you.
Until he runs
It
into
like
Cris.
falls
It
apart.
doesn't understand commands though.
It's
You don't
dry.
tell it to do stuff. It just protects you.
Kind of like Wumba Wumba.
You funnel.
Yeah, you just
But what
go
if it
around.
doesn't
Just
like
like the
vomit
Incredible Hulk.
barbecue
Yeah.
chicken
Funnels.
in your
Yeah, it's like,
Awesome
okay,
version
there's
of
something
Wumba
that's
Wumba.
going to hurt me, and you just point it towards it, and it kills it, and then you just give it chicken.
I
Vomit
realized
barbecue.
something terrible.
What?
My entire pick is a recipe for total and complete insanity. Think about this. If I'm by myself, Cantilla doesn't talk, Wumba Wumba doesn't talk. I'm in a house absolutely filled with dildos. One day, I'm bound to just wake up, look at my house, and just not understand what in the fuck is going on.
I didn't know. That's
and I'm
cool.
gonna go on a total rampage trying to kill everything in sight with dildos, and I'm gonna inevitably get myself killed holding dildos. Best museum specimen ever.
I want to make sure my house is farthest away from you.
I'd say it's pretty
Because
likely.
I'm assuming we really haven't started yet.
No.
We've been talking for like, what, an hour or so?
This is a long ass fucking thing.
Yeah. You expected it
What
to be
does it
short?
say on there? A lot of editing.
Oh yeah, it's over over an hour. 15
Take my
minutes.
name out of there. I don't want stalkers. I've already been stalked.
Seriously, edit out his full name.
Are we gonna wrap up, or are we gonna keep going?
We have one more
Section to do.
We have one more thing on the itinerary before we can wrap up.
All right.
All right, so hopefully you're not bored of us fucking just talking yet. And considering the thing I've seen people watch on the internet, chances are low. Thunder, if you throw up on me, I will disown you and throw you off the balcony.
Who are you?
Thunder's a dog.
Thunder is bad.
And a doctor, and a lawyer, and a clergyman.
Ben's ungrateful.
Just. Who are you kidding,
For a
man?
doctor,
Nobody's
lawyer,
watching this.
clergyman, he
rubbing-
is the lowest earner
We
I've
should
ever
call it
seen.
Nobody's Watching This, the podcast. Because we don't have video, so nobody could be watching it.
No, because nobody's gonna be listening to it. Because why would they?
Why would anybody watch Red versus Blue?
Why would anybody do anything on the internet,
Because it's
Robin?
all retarded.
Let's
Alright,
not
come
talk about the futility of doing this. Let's just do it for now and see what happens.
You know, some depraved fuckers gonna be audacious
A
enough to
lot.
listen to this from start to finish. I bet you.
I bet it's gonna be you.
I love Red versus Blue.
Well, yeah, but I mean, outside of us.
Maybe Jacob. Jacob made it sound like he was interested in doing
Yeah,
this.
maybe.
Hi, Jacob, if you're listening to this. Shout
You're
outs.
one depraved
Shout out.
motherfucker.
All right, come on.
Okay,
go.
so finally, we are now going to adjust the scenario.
Thunder, go there.
Here's how it works. You're still on the island. You're still there for 4 years,
God,
and you
here he comes.
still have your 4 companions. Thunder, lay down does not mean get up on the couch and lay on everybody's laps. You still have your 4 companions. You're still
Two.
two.
Being
Sorry.
on island for
Okay, but
That changes everything.
everybody else on the list is on the island.
By the way,
That
there's
means
only
the
one
king-
worm for you.
The
three.
King of Diamonds. I'm getting to that. The King of Diamonds, Lazarus, and Dragonoff are all going to show up in that final last week on the island. But we're all on the island together with our picks. The downside for Kyle, Josh, and I is that we are all sharing Coily.
Oh wait,
What was your
Kyle's
other
sharing also.
And Kyle also has to share Cantelo with Robin.
What was your other pick?
And Josh has to share apple
All
water.
right, Kyle. All right, Kyle. Here's our
I'm the
compromise.
only person not
you have
sharing.
all connections except me.
Kyle,
Me and him are the only two that aren't sharing anything.
Kyle, here's the compromise.
May I be the first to speak?
I will hold on.
Yeah,
I'm
let-
gonna-
Oh, okay.
You're right off after him.
Here's our compromise. I'll cut it out with the dildos. I'll make sure that the dildos aren't a thing. You don't have to deal with dildos.
All right.
And we can live, like, what's the word?
Together?
No, like. Damn it.
Nearby?
Neighbors. And a
In
tree.
a commune?
Basically.
In a commune?
No, well,
With like
All right, how about you just say you have different coilies?
No,
No,
there's only one.
we will-
In
we
this
will-
scenario, there's only one of each.
we will help
That's
each other,
for you
basically.
guys.
We will
Yeah.
help each other live, and yeah.
Well, it just means that Josh, Kyle, Robin, and I all live in the same house.
Here, I'll make this a little easier.
Oh,
Okay, hold
Actually, he would too
My
because
first
he
course
uses.
of action.
kill all of us.
No, I have Asperos look at Josh and then I kill Josh.
How
I
can-
know it. I'm
How
gonna-
can you defend yourself from Asperos' glare that petrifies you after which I strangle?
Doesn't? Oh wait, doesn't Babylon? Oh,
No.
Yeah. So I'm just screwed right out of the gate. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Dead! That's
Yeah.
what you get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be dead.
you have? Do you have any? Well, to be fair, that's
Dude, you guys are
Babylon
all
can do nothing
together
by
with the
itself.
damn worm that spits acid.
Coily and Asperos don't get along, so Coily may come in during that.
Yeah, Coil is afraid of Asperos though.
Yeah.
Does
You're
it say?
outnumbered, Chris.
Does it ever say?
You're
It says
outnumbered.
Asperos doesn't like Coily. Does it ever say that
It says
Coily?
nothing about Asperos in Coily's description.
Coily looks timid, but that doesn't mean that we're. Let's operate under the assumption that like, because you can order Asperos around, you've known her for a while, so we've all been on the island for a little bit. By the time you decide to kill Josh,
I killed Josh right at the starting.
That's the
Yeah,
start.
see? I'm not even in this. Why am I even here? Chris,
I'm
you
off on
ruined
my
this for
own.
me.
I'm gone. I'm just out in the woods with two wolves hanging out somewhere.
You're just not wearing pants.
You know what?
It's
Hold
like
on. Let
you're
me borrow-
rising from the bushes majestically.
Got a bush around my
for just
waist.
1 second. There you go. I killed myself for you.
Josh kills himself.
Ugh.
All right,
I
so
think
now
that's
Kyle, Robin, and I all live in a house together, and Chris.
Just brutally murdered Josh, and then used Asperos to dig a tunnel and lived underground for the next 4 years.
So we have Paul.
Yeah, see? I'm dead right out of the gate. Can I go home?
We have Paul. So that means we have food.
Yeah,
Who was
we
your other pick?
Cantaloupe.
No, besides Cantaloupe.
Coily,
Coily.
Coily,
Oh,
Paul,
Coily and
Cantalo, Cantalo.
Okay, so.
And-
So between us, we only have 4 companions.
Uh-huh.
But Wumba, he's not gonna bother us, but he's gonna be a strong defender.
Hey,
That can
Chris.
just keep
Josh,
us
I'll make you an offer. I won't kill you if you give me Babylon. The catch is, you only have one companion. It's Coily. and
That's
you have to
being
share it
shared
with
by everybody else.
Passed around like the village
Hey,
whore.
Chris.
Why can't we work together?
Chris.
I don't work with people very well.
Hey, Chris. You
I
want
would've
to
Unless
thought
they're
of
giant
all out?
snakes or
No,
swords.
dude. The only thing I would really want
I've
to do
got
is
2
stop.
wolves. You've got a sword and a paralyzing stick.
Josh
We
was
can
trying
wipe
to
out
talk.
them and walk away.
Josh was trying to talk. Let the man talk.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, the thing is, why would you really just want to kill me right out of the gate?
His
Maybe
entire.
I have my own survival knife and my own flint and tinder.
Okay, give me Babylon.
No, the thing is what I'm saying is, what I was planning mainly with Babylon, we're gonna be stuck here for 4 years. This guy says that since he's like so heavy and such, he's gonna fatigue me. What am I gonna be doing with a sword for 4 years that can talk? I'm gonna be talking with him and training with him every day.
Okay, give me Babylon and you can talk to me.
But you won't make bad knock jokes.
I will be a master swordsman while wielding Babylon. I can teach you how to use your pocket knife.
Well, no, you can't if he's dead.
What if I don't kill him?
You're
Yeah,
taking
you're gonna
apprentice.
make me your bitch.
I'll make you my apprentice.
Okay,
Will you
Sid.
treat me fair?
Is that not
As
a
fair as an
euphemism?
apprentice should be treated. Not a euphemism. It's a genuine offer. Together we will rule all.
As father and son.
Well, that still means you only have 2 people with you, 2 friends on the island with you, because they have Coily, and if
Well,
he's
that just
traveling
means I have to
with
kill
you...
Ben and Kyle next.
Wumba and Candelo and I will live forever.
Not if I come by
The
on
second-
Saturday.
The second I see
Sunday.
Sunday.
The second I see
Saturday
Asperos,
you're
I'm just gonna run at her with dildos. Close my eyes.
Then
Well,
he's
now
gonna cut
knowing
you
that
in half
Chris
when
has
you
the
have your
same
eyes
has the same
closed.
choice as me, now I'm fucked.
Wumba's spotting
no,
you guys. I'll be fine.
I know that you said apprentice, and as fair as an apprentice should be treated, but as fair as an apprentice should be treated is different between everybody.
Why don't you just become partners?
So still, I
medically
can still
trained.
be your bitch.
That's a good point. He is medically trained, and you are
Okay.
not medically trained.
I'll keep
Yeah.
an eye on you. I know I can pretty much kill you at any point I need to. So
Yeah, but the
Medically
thing is, I
trained.
don't want to kill you.
I can fight you though.
Why do you
they
want to
would-
kill people?
because they can't kill me if I kill them
I
first.
can fight you.
Who needs
That's
to
circular
kill you
logic.
unless you become a danger to them by killing people?
Why don't you say you have bloodlust?
It's well.
Why don't you just say you're a
the thing
dangerous
is,
psychopath who
he's
needs
not-
to be put away?
He's not realizing that I can
Why do
actually
you think
kill
I
him.
ended up on an island in the first place?
So
Oh
it's like-
God, we're in Australia, aren't we?
So there's like
we're
LS
all British fucking inmates, and we're just on Australia. That's what this is.
This is like LSD Alcatraz or some shit.
No,
We're-
Yes.
the thing is,
We're just all on opium,
As I've
and
said-
the twist ending is that we're just British inmates in Australia.
And we're hallucinating everything.
God damn it.
I can kill Chris though,
How?
because what I do is I get Wumba Wumba to go straight after you, because he's got a sword and you've got a sword.
Master
Underground.
swords me.
Because he
It's-
stole
no,
my house.
I'm considering you are attacking me. I'm on the
Oh.
defensive and you are on the offensive.
I'm not gonna attack you till Sunday comes around. I'm saying.
Fair enough. I can still get Cantelo to just charge at you. Maybe it's a suicidal mission, but whatever. I will be alive.
Asgros, glare, petrified,
That's
slice,
the thing.
I
dead.
can, Cantelo isn't dumb. I can make her just close her eyes.
Isn't she the one who can't listen to you?
No,
she's
she's
the
the
She
one that.
understands, she just can't speak.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'll make her just close her eyes and charge straight
Okay,
for
she's
your nads.
closing her eyes and start charging. Sidestep.
Slice.
Okay.
Dead
Master
dog.
Swordsman. What part of Master Swordsman is evading?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
No,
fucked.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
There you go.
I can still take out Asperos.
No, you can't.
I can no. The point is, I'm not. I'm keeping you distracted with Cantelo.
All I have to do is stand your ground. If I
You
kill
can't
Cantelo,
wield
you're screwed.
your sword in these passages made by the snake, though, because it's only the size of the snake.
Exactly. You can't. You can't.
Well, I don't
Wait.
need to wield my sword. I can. I
Wait,
can,
they're only in the room of Coily herself?
I mean, the sword can't move by itself.
No.
So dig
you
a
need to
hole,
drag
put the
it.
sword in the hole.
What happens then?
Then I go into another, and then I just wait till Sunday comes around. Then I come up and take my sword out of the dirt and wreak havoc.
The thing
It's
is,
still there.
I can easily counter that. On
While
Sunday,
you put your sword in the dirt, what if one of us walks by? Oh hey,
A
a
sword.
talking sword.
It's in the dirt.
the thing is, Chris.
And we have a roommate who makes a habit out of digging.
I can account for.
Wait,
you
is
coming
this
at me
sword
on
just
Sunday.
loyal to anyone who picks it up?
No, it just makes bad jokes. It has no opinions or soul.
Wait,
get-
what?
Cantelo and I carry off Wumba Wumba while he's a statue, and we hide.
How do you carry him?
You just leave him.
He's a statue.
Well,
Yeah.
you could
Have
just-
you ever carried a
Then again,
statue?
you can't. You couldn't really cut a statue with a sword.
Can't he? What can he cut? Does
I'll
it?
shave off his nose little by little until when he comes back to life, he just bleeds out his nose.
His nose is already pretty flat.
Yeah.
We got the Michael Jackson of weaponry here.
Where? What does it say? What does it? Does it say? You can.
Chris, you're the threat. You know
Oh, I
that,
forgot
right?
about jeans.
Huh?
man.
Of course, he's the threat.
I don't give a shit. I'm murdering someone.
I have no reason to.
Stay away from my coconut.
Yeah.
Why do you need to kill us?
Well, really, though,
Because he's Chris.
the reason he
Because
wanted
I'm
to
the only
kill
one who's
Josh,
offensive.
the reason he wanted to kill Josh
I have a
was
bag.
because
Excuse
he wanted,
you.
he wanted
I
to
know how
just
to
have
kill.
Babylon
I know how we
the
can
entire
survive.
time.
The three of us, I know how we can survive.
Yeah, he doesn't want to share about
The
Babylon.
four of us.
Oh, four.
Josh isn't dead yet.
The four of us, I know how we can survive.
Josh is either
We
my
get
apprentice
Coily-
or dead.
Yeah, see? I'm fucked right out the gate.
Fuck you guys. I'm in the woods.
The thing is,
You'll
we can
see me.
You could
We can
sith
dig
it,
a
and the
tunnel.
second you know how to take him down, just do it.
we can dig a tunnel
No.
underwater. Well, not underwater, but
Because that's not how
underwater,
I roll.
and then we build. Okay, this is sounding dumber the more I. Okay, no.
Move the
okay,
mouse, Chris,
Here's what we do. Here's what we do.
Program might stop working. Thanks, Brad.
We construct a raft out of the dildos.
You don't have your dildos in this universe. I have your dildos.
Okay,
See?
no. Didn't we already establish that he can't do that?
Rob,
I
Chris,
was in the bathroom. It didn't happen.
How could
Chris,
he
in
just-
this universe, there's only one bag of dildos. Robin has it because he said it first. You've got your Jack sandwich.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can't just
no,
magically
you
have
got
someone
Jack
else do
sandwich.
We
it.
construct a raft, and then
Can you really make a raft?
not
Or-
out of dildos. That was a joke.
Oh,
We could
okay.
make a raft with the other materials on the island. It would take a long time, but we could still do it. And then we just simply every day, every Sunday, all of us hang out on the raft where Cris cannot attack us.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
That means there's 3 people on the island.
But then couldn't he loot our houses or something?
One of these times, it's just we're gonna just take Cris and fucking Mr. Pepper out with us, and we're all gonna be horrified when Cris just like smashes it over the head and puts a bag over
You
it.
guys are just standing there and he
This
goes,
is how it's gonna go. This is how it's gonna go.
You know,
Alright,
we
see, this
can't.
is how you cast. Okay, see, you put it like this, you put it like this. Okay, good. Now do a real.
For those
And
at
then I'll
home,
submerge, and I'll be like, no, the land sharks! I'm insane!
for those at
And then
home,
swim
Cris
back.
just sort of
Cris,
faked a tackle.
we really need a camera just for Cris because he just pantomimed that whole thing and then dove face first into my floor.
Yeah, he's done a lot of interpretive dancing that, of course, isn't visible and that we haven't talked about.
and there he goes
Throughout
again.
this entire podcast.
So
You will not get the full experience.
all right, so sounds like we're going to survive at least long enough for the 2 dragons and the fucking frost eldritch horror to come at us. Cris, what do you do about that with Mr. Offensive?
We're on a
Hide
raft.
underground.
Hide
No,
under-
they come, no.
Yeah,
They-
using
Chris, they
my
come
house.
from underground.
Dude,
They
they
come
come
from
from
underground. You don't want to be underground. You want to be
Lazarus
in the trees.
comes from underground. The Eldritch dude just kind of
Yeah,
comes
but it
out from
doesn't
the ice.
specify that he's gonna come underground under your house.
Okay,
He
There's
could
a lot
come-
of ground on this island. man.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
There's like a whole island's worth of
Besides, if
ground.
it comes from underground, like all I have to do is dig a tunnel and then just like kind of cavern it underneath the water. I dig myself. Like if I just start digging the time I start, like I could pop up in Manhattan on the day that you guys are getting fucked.
Well,
with.
also, if you go too far, you're gonna wake him up.
What do you do
Not
about
necessarily.
food? If you're digging
Dude,
for
he's
4
murdering
years on your
everybody.
way to Manhattan, what are you doing for food?
Worms.
Under the seafloor.
I've become a mole.
An underwater.
Every day he eats just a little bit more of Asperos.
Will that be enough
do you do
nutrition to
this?
sustain yourself?
Ah, what was that? Nothing. You took a piece of its tail.
I don't know. Something keeps biting me. You're imagining things.
Well, the
But the
thing
thing
is,
is,
he
I'm
just
still
eats
saying-
yours.
Well, we can
Worm.
be on a raft during the Armageddon of the dragons.
The ice guy, though. And what if they fucking
You know-
fight into the ocean?
No, you know what you have to do?
Then we're fucked.
Okay,
and so
the
is
ice
Chris's
princess, the ice
fucking
princess chick.
lady toy now.
We just have to make sure if we see
I know
her,
there's gonna be a rainstorm eventually.
that we,
They're
like,
gonna get friendly
put
again.
her somewhere or just know where she is all the time. And like, if he shows up, be like, she's over there. And you
Oh, yeah,
want
we put
something
her
to
in a
eat?
cage.
Here, have this pico. And walk away.
More important, you know what? Have this Cris.
No, just grab the pico and punch it in the ribs a couple of times so it's vomiting chicken at him. He'll just eat that and walk away.
That's actually a really good use
What
of
if he sees
pico.
that?
Is that really the only use? Because you have to run into Diamond Boy, and like I
Yeah,
said,
that's
you
I'm
wanna
saying
be in
if
the
you,
trees.
well, for my sake, since I have the 2 wolf-like people and the one dude's an expert hunter, I'd be like, find this pico guy. We're gonna put his ass in a cage, and we're just gonna feed off of him. So I'm just gonna like, oh, I don't like you. I'm gonna annoy you. I'm just gonna punch him in the face and get chicken.
My
And the
goal would be
podcast
trees.
was truly derailed by everybody looking
No,
at
it's-
something.
it's-
on the-
Motherfucker! Did you just say that?
What?
I'm looking through the chart, and I get to Lilium, and Josh is like, "What's that?"
No.
Damn.
No, I was looking at her stats and I see needs to suck your blood every day.
Oh,
Damn it.
succubus? I would have gone with that.
Yeah, she's.
going with.
Had I
But
decided
anyways-
I'd like to have my blood.
I'm still a little bit concerned because I'm either, you know what? I'm not gonna even disguise it as a princess. I'm either slave to Cris or I'm dead.
Well, you can
be
climb
my
a tree
apprentice. I'll let you use Babylon when I don't want to.
When do you not want to?
when he's
When I'm not
fatigued.
killing things. When I'm underground, man.
Just give him the sword and run.
Just remember some Sith philosophies, and you'll be fine.
But that's not
so
how
we
I
can
roll.
steal
I
each
go with
other's
I go with the teachings
members?
of truth, love, and courage.
I
I
know.
honor my vows.
Pussy.
So do the
Yeah.
Sith. They just have
Yeah.
the wrong vows.
Oh,
No.
it's not wrong. It's all perspective. Okay, don't even start me with this, please.
Guys, this is a
Please
whole
don't.
other podcast.
Please
I'd
don't.
just like to say, in I actually agree a lot more with the Sith like teachings than I do the Jedi. Because,
All right, stop.
but let's not do this.
God
Let's
damn
not
it.
do this right now. Fucking send us a video response. Send us an email to whatifgame@gmail.com if you want to fucking debate this with us, and we will gladly drag it to the fucking trash.
I won't, seriously.
I will.
Wow.
I did a freaking term paper on the Jedi and Sith philosophies. God damn it.
Nerd. Everybody here is a
It
nerd.
was for sociology. Fuck you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So.
really
That's
beats
actually a
things.
good
Assuming we can survive on
Hey,
our
what?
little raft and Chris
Come on.
hasn't killed us or
Except
starved to
for-
death in his tunnel to Manhattan, sounds like you know what?
Fuck Chris.
Most of us probably survived the 4 years, except for maybe Josh if he got cocky.
We're on a raft.
And maybe we even learned the true meaning of friendship, except killed a guy because he
Except for
wanted to fuck his
Kepner.
wife.
See, this is
So-
what
Except for Kepner killed a guy.
4 years later.
Is this?
He's
What are you
rolling
doing?
around on the ground.
We can't see this.
He kind of threw himself on the floor.
Man, look at all the funny stuff doing. Get a load of that, guys.
God damn it.
Nipples.
Right behind you.
I'd say that's a suitable.
I
end
am
to the
not
podcast.
turning around. I know there's a half-naked behind me.
Well, he's all naked at this point.
Oh god.
I would be proud of myself if I could get down there.
I love how you're just like commentating on this. Oh, and there go the socks. All right. Fucking. All right. So this has been the What If podcast game show thing. It's a working title. If that's not what it's called,
We can go with it. I don't care.
it's probably. It's not called fucking. What did you call it?
Well, I had two options: penis and
Which no.
hypothetical fun time friends in the butt.
Almost good except for the butt thing.
Full Nelson, full meal deal.
Hypothetical gamers.
Hypothetical fun time friends in the butt.
Okay, we're just going What If
Stop with
Show.
the butt. What
It's
if?
the What If Show.
The What If podcast.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. This has been fun. If we decided this wasn't a complete and total waste of time, you'll have another one in a couple weeks here. And for now, be sure to.
Spoilers, there will be another one, even if this is a complete and utter total waste of
This
time.
is a test. This is a test.
Goddamn. If anybody actually sees this and has a hypothetical game they want us to do on the show, send it to whatifgames@gmail.com. That is whatifgames, all one word, @gmail.com.
We may hypothetically sometime get to it.
Hypothetically. In the meantime, be sure to check out this game, the Hella Funtime Adventure Friends. We just wasted like fucking an hour and a half playing it.
Still better than Call of Duty.
Like, and like only one of us was drunk. If you guys all like break out some drinks during this, only,
He's the guy that wants to kill everybody and then make me his bitch.
That would happen regardless.
Well,
of how much
apparently-
alcohol.
why does he need to be drunk to one?
actually-
Okay, hold on. Okay, we're doing the outro. We're doing the outro. We're done. This is enough of this madness. If you have a game you want us to play, send it to the email address I said before. Check the fucking video description so that if you want to play this one, it's really good. There were so many of these fucking things we didn't get to. And next time, we do something with magic.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Die hard! Yeah.
Die hard.
Thanks for listening.
Later.
Ah! Don't scream.
Can't stop it.
Can't stop.
And then we were in the podcast forever. 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 Podcast forever.